What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 32 of the Save Data Cast, your bi-weekly gaming discussion show. Yeah, I know, 32 episodes, right, Chris?
We're fucking halfway to a year.
Yeah, and we're bi-weekly, so it's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Your bi-weekly gaming discussion show where we talk reviews, previews. This week we're talking backlogs, which is basically the opposite of a review or a preview. We're going reverse in time today. I am joined by Prij, the Fridge Prij.
Good evening, everyone.
Chaos personified himself. Chris.
Dread it, run from it, Summer Games Fest arrives all the same.
I should have said E3, like even though E3's gone, E3's still happening.
Actually, fuck it, the Steam Summer Game Sale arrives all the same, makes my money go away.
True. And last but certainly not least, we have the hockey stick and sickle herself, Elise.
Officially 2,125.5 hours.
Of Destiny 2, for those that weren't on the earlier discussion.
I tried to get to the mute in Discord fast enough and could not accomplish it.
Fuck it. That's just in the opening when everyone's actually watching, you know? Folks, this week we are going to be talking about our backlogs. We're going to be talking about what we've been playing recently. But before any of those things, we need to thank the beautiful patrons, the fans of fans, the people who give Zach money so that everyone else can watch, which makes them the true fans of fans, because they are fans of you being watch our content. Enjoy.
Thank 'em, gotta thank 'em all. Gotta thank 'em all, our Patreons!
Vagabond, Les, Bandicoot Commando, Cud, Dave, Shadownavi, and Sofino, HSM Earn, Sunayama, Antelester, Kevin Asian, and Alucha.
Shout out to Jacob LA73, don't forget Nicola, Mystic, Woody.
Dessert Boy Man, Jadwap, Rick Rat, Katja, Traveling in a Box, and Snowcat, Alex, Forensic Back, Fofilla, Archaeopter, Rigadee, and Sabilla.
Thank 'em, gotta thank 'em all. Gotta thank 'em all, our Patreons!
Hey, and we're back, folks. That was faster than I thought it was going to be, I'm not going to lie.
Patreon, got a Patreon. Got a Patreon.
It's Patreons. Suniyama cheering on our bit saying, still not tired of the Patreon rap. Good, because I don't think it's going away.
No, it's not going away, so... if you are sick of it, enjoy 30 seconds of tuning out every episode.
That hopefully will grow to longer. We'll see.
Zach talked to me about it today. It will. More people are like, hey, that's dope. Can I get my shit in there?
Hell yeah, that's awesome. Well, thanks to all those patrons, we're able to bring you this stuff bi-weekly. Except for next week, we're doing a double feature. Next week will be our Summer Game Fest / E3 / I don't know, predictions.
Also, I mean, didn't we do this last week?
Predictions?
How long
No,
ago was the mascot one?
We did around the monitor last week.
That was 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Wow, man, time flies, right?
Yeah.
I like that. I like that we're doing this again next week, and Zach definitely thought of that before he scheduled me and him to do a thing in real human life on Friday.
Oh, that's right. He's gonna be in New York. I forgot. Okay,
yeah.
Well, rip you. You're not gonna be joining that episode.
Rip me. I didn't want to be on the episode where we talked about gaming news or anything cool coming up. Fuck me.
Yeah. Before we get into anything fun, I want to hear what y'all been playing, because we haven't really talked about that in a while. So I legitimately, other than Elise playing Destiny 2, have no idea what the rest of you have been playing.
And it's been so long, I don't know where to start.
Yeah, I could start to do a lot of things. I'm just gonna talk about the two big ones I've played.
Bridge, kick us off, dude.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't. All right. So I guess I'll start the older of the two. I beat my first From Software game.
Fuck yeah! Go!
Elden the Rings?
No, Bloodborne.
Bloodborne, right? No, I knew this. Yeah. Which ending did you get?
The one that involved killing the most bosses.
Okay, cool.
Including the incredibly lackluster final boss.
Final boss, yeah. Because at that point you're so over leveled because the boss in front of it is way harder.
Well, no, it's more just that I had a weapon that has huge rally stats. So when it did the attack that takes you down to 1 HP but stuns itself for 5 seconds, I can rally my entire health bar back.
Yeah.
So it literally just heals me to full health and then stands still for 5 seconds. So
That'll do it.
I don't need to
That'll
try
do
this
it.
boss. I don't need to try this boss fight anymore.
Look, the game is fucking 8 years old. Moon Presence kind of sucks ass as the final boss.
Yeah,
I
no,
don't
it's
think
not.
I don't think Gurman's necessarily great. Either.
Yeah, Father German's an absolutely insanely good boss. The Moon Presence is a very bad boss.
And then you didn't play the DLC, right?
No, because I added free through PlayStation Plus, and I
Yeah,
still don't like this company enough to spend to give it money.
Okay.
That PlayStation Plus collection, like, actually good value, though.
It slaps pretty hard. There's a lot of good games on it. But yeah, be my first FromSoft game. It was, pretty fun. Core combat's good. Boss fights, I'd say over half of them are pretty satisfying.
Yeah. Which way you want?
Yeah, core combat's pretty great. Still has... The most important thing was when you start the game, there's this thing where it says you can play online or play offline. Major improvement to Dark Souls 1 when I had to just go offline from Steam because I fucking think the invasion system's stupid and don't ever want to play it. And the only way I could get rid of that in Dark Souls 1 was just go offline on Steam, which sucked. So thank God they at least improved one small thing. Still can't pause the game when you're playing offline, which makes no sense. That there should be nothing stopping you from pausing the game, but what fucking ever. You do what you do. You from software.
I don't fucking understand them not letting you pause video games.
It's stupid.
Miyazaki hates pause fucking screens.
Which is stupid.
Sekiro lets you pause.
Miyazaki wants two things in menus. He wants an absurd amount of detail or nothing. So if you hit pause on an Armored Core game, it gives you just a wall of stats and information. And if you hit pause in a fucking it gives you a black screen with just like quick game, which doesn't pause.
But yeah, other than that, the world's pretty boring. It's all just run down Gothic shit. So there's really no set pieces that are exciting to find. And then, again, I also hate how From Software tells stories, and by that I mean they don't tell a story. They just expect that you have a deep enough knowledge of H.P. Lovecraft and are willing to go read 6 different Reddit posts about what the plot actually is, because they don't actually know how to tell a story, so they just ask you to do it for yourself.
They
which,
actually
again,
tell...
which is bad game design.
It's bad game design. They tell a lot of the story in the last 30-ish minutes of the paid DLC. Does that do anything for you?
No.
You know what? That changes my entire opinion. It doesn't. But no, again, even after I beat it, actually, to its credit, I've turned it back on so I could just run through some of the chalice dungeons because they're just really small amounts of non-boss fights with frequent boss fights, and that's honestly what makes the game fun. So, again, still only probably a 7 for me. Still don't think From Software really makes that great of games, but hey, it was better than the first Dark Souls, which I thought was a piece of shit. This I will at least say was a good. This I will at least say was a good game, and I had fun playing it.
As someone that isn't a big fan of DS1, I agree 100%.
And then what I'm playing currently, and have been playing religiously for the last 3 weeks, is Persona 5.
I am so ready for this fucking
Persona
conversation.
Time.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Why are those games so obsessed with adults wanting to date the protagonist? It's fucking weird, guys.
Fucking weird, you're right.
Atlas, what the fuck?
Everyone was so confident they weren't going to do it this time because of the tone of the first dungeon. Nope! Idiot! You fell for it!
I was just about to say,
the
not just the main character in Persona 5. Yeah.
Atlas, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't need to have so many adults trying to date Joker.
But he's
not really
cool.
it's not really a needed feature. I could really do without it, actually.
Yeah, it really did feel like they like kind of shoved that in your face, like you want to, don't you? And I was like, but my character's like 15. What the fuck?
Like 16 at best, right?
16, 17.
That doesn't make it better.
No, but that's the age of consent in Japan, so that's how they get away with it.
You're right, it is.
Yeah, it's just
That's how. Yeah, that's how I know he has to be say at least 16 because that's how they get away with it.
So,
but yeah, it's really fucking weird when all these characters are like hitting on me,
like
my teacher. That's weird.
Your teacher / maid / servant. Yeah.
Yes.
Hated that gimmick, by the way.
Hated that a lot.
That's bad. It's really bad. Other than that, yeah, guys, Persona 5 Royal is a fucking amazing game.
Yeah, they mentioned jazz.
Game fucking kicks ass. The dungeons are so fucking cool, especially compared to Persona 4. They actually have good layouts and puzzles and really cool shit. And there's a lot to do in the game. And it feels decently balanced outside of the one fucking stupid boss fight I just had to do.
Yeah.
And if you've played Persona 5, you know the one. You absolutely know it. We don't even need to say the name. Boss fight sucked.
But yeah, other than that boss fight and the fact that all these adults want to date me, that game fucking slaps. Really enjoying it.
How far are you,
Excited to-
Prij?
I'm on. Let's see. If Okamura is the 5th palace, I'm on the 6th palace, which is the casino.
And you're playing Royal, right?
I'm playing Royal.
Okay,
Yeah.
Good.
So I'm on the 6th palace, the casino.
Nice. I very much look forward to doing that game, and then we can talk about it with all the.
Our 6-year late spoiler cast for Persona 5. Wes will be sprinting in here to be on that.
It'd be the first non-community day content I ever did with Wes, I think. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, Prij was playing his first FromSoft game. I played. Let's see here.
Every FromSoft game.
Elden Ring, and then Elden Ring again, and then Dark Souls 1, then Dark Souls 2, then Dark Souls 3.
I was
Then
joking.
Hollow Knight.
Oh,
wait.
okay.
Then Dark Souls 3, then Sekiro, then Hollow Knight, and then Elden Ring again, and then Sekiro again.
Famous FromSoft game, Hollow Knight.
Yeah, I do like the one Hollow Knight tossed in there.
Honestly, with their fucking release schedule and cryptic bullshit, you could tell me that Team Cherry was just Miyazaki in a wig.
Hollow Knight, I mean, the reason I played it is because it is very similar to the FromSoft like games. It takes a lot of like cues from them.
Mm-hmm. No, please go on, lady that doesn't like Metroid. Please go on and tell me how Hollow Knight is like fucking FromSoft.
No, I'm the one who doesn't like Metroid.
No. Look,
Oh.
I would say Hollow Knight is like 30% Dark Souls and 70% Metroidvania, right?
Okay.
Like,
At least-
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
Elise, from what I remember, just hated the 8-way aiming with the old Metroid.
Yeah, I really like. I like Dread. I liked, Samus Returns. I
You don't
like
like Super?
Ori. I don't like Super because it feels bad to play. It feels bad to control.
I'm not talking about this, Ella. Go on.
Anyway, yeah, y'all. Fuck what Prij was saying. Dark Souls is fucking amazing. I adore those games. Dark Souls 3 is my favorite. I know Chris doesn't like it.
Don't care.
Of the Dark Soulses. But what it is for one, it's just a really, really well refined like combat system. It's actually pretty basic at the end of things. It's like you can dodge, and then when there's an opening, you attack. Melee characters just, press the attack button. Spellcasters have a bunch of options of, how they're going to attack with their spells or with whatever melee weapon they're also holding. I went Pyromancer in Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 3, and then I went with Greatsword, the Black Knight Greatsword, for most of my time in Dark Souls 2. It's also just the boss designs are just incredible in most of those games. There's some bad ones, sure, but the feeling you get when you're like, the last third of health, the last sliver of health, and you're running low on Estus, you're running low on resources, you cannot take one or two more hits, and heart is just racing, pumping out of your chest. You finally get the last blow, and I can feel like the blood rushing into my hands and like tingling. And my heart needs like a minute to calm down. One of the best feelings you can get in any like video game. And then you get the rush, and then you can, move on to exploring this brand new world.
Brand new for other people that haven't played the games repeatedly.
But I will say, like she is right that like there is something about fighting a boss again and again and again and again that's got stupid bullshit. It makes you hate everything. And when you finally kill them, you feel like an absolute god descended on the plane.
Which is why Sekiro is my favorite. Because in Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, Elden Ring, you are definitely learning those bosses. You're learning when to dodge, you're learning when you can punish, you're learning what moves you can do. But it feels so much more like visceral and like more innate in Sekiro. You're not just like seeing an attack and dodging, you are in a complicated dance with these bosses. Genichiro is my personal favorite. There's a lot of really, really good bosses in that game, where you need to like learn their wind-ups and then these strings of attacks so you can deflect right on time and then punish when you know that they have an opening available. And even if they don't have an opening available, you just keep attacking to keep their posture gauge up. It is like an instinctive dance that you are in with these bosses. And one of the greatest things I can say about this game is that once you've beaten the boss, you can beat them again and again and again, and you will get them like the first time is the last time, right? Because you have learned them to your core.
Maybe I should give Sekiro another chance.
I
Started it twice, both times I was like, eh.
It takes some getting used to because it is a very different, like, at its core, the design philosophy is very similar, but the combat is Soul's muscle memory will hurt you if you can't like get rid of it.
Or playing it
be a rolly dodge.
Playing it as your first Souls game also hard to.
That's true.
As someone who did that.
If you're actually looking to get into the series, though, I think I would recommend Elden Ring. Despite its like late game boss, difficulty spike, it is a game where there are very few hard walls. You can always leave. Whereas, like in Dark Souls, there are bosses that you cannot get past. You just need to, and there's nothing else you can really do other than like go grind souls on the trash enemies outside their room. In Elden Ring, you find a boss you can't beat. Go fight any of the 200 other bosses in the game. Come back later. Come back 20 hours later. You'll be able to beat them. Which makes it a lot more approachable for a new player.
Wow, it's selling like freaking hotcakes.
Yeah.
That's true.
Nothing's gonna touch that on sales this year.
I mean,
also,
probably Call of Duty will, but
Oh yeah.
That's just the machine.
Talk about dread a run from it.
Dark Souls has always been pretty, like, a big portion of it has always been the exploration. Finding little nooks and crannies, finding, like, complete new large areas locked behind illusory walls, or just, like, a little hole in the wall that you didn't see. But Elden Ring kind of takes that philosophy and translates it into the open world. Mm-hmm. Which I think is a huge portion of why the discovery, the exploration in that game works so well, because it is actually exploration and discovery. Which in that case, it is getting a lot of comparisons that I think are deserved with like Breath of the Wild, where you're exploring for the sake of exploration, for the sake of discovery. But in Breath of the Wild, when you're 90% of what you find is a Korok seed or a shrine that all look the same. Here it's like brand new. There's like a bunch of different types of dungeons. There's new it's just much more varied.
I actually feel rewarded for exploring the world instead of just checking off thing off a fucking list.
Mm-hmm.
I love checking things off lists.
To be fair, I do objectively love checking things off a list.
Yeah, I play RuneScape. I know. That's the whole video game.
It's objectively one of my favorite things to do in a game.
Yeah. And then also, new Destiny dungeon dropped today. I've talked about Destiny enough, but I will say I really, really like the dungeon. It's really fun going through it blind with 2 friends and just like figuring out all the mechanics we could. The dungeons are basically like smaller versions of raids, half the team, usually simpler mechanics. They're built so that they're possible to do solo, although that's like really hard.
I didn't realize they were built that way.
That's fine.
Yeah, they're balanced to be like, you should be going in with a team of 3, but if you want to challenge yourself, get a triumph, get a little emblem on your character, then you can go in solo.
Oh, that's tempting. Showing
the
off
whole
is one reason people play video games anyway.
I mean, MMOs specifically.
Yeah.
Gotta show off that armor, those emblems.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I think that's it for me. Play Dark Souls. Play Sekiro.
That's it. Elise, you played like fucking 7 FromSoft games. You're like, oh, that's it. Well, the same
games.
one like 3 times, but.
Elden Ring also, the reason I played it 3 times is because it has a ton of build diversity.
Yeah,
and,
it does.
One thing I will say is, like, other than like respecking, you kind of want to commit to a build, which means you can only do. If you use all your respecs, you can do like 18 builds in a run, but you're not going to. You're going to do like 1 or 2 builds in a run. And there's so many that I want to do. Like, I'm already planning out like my 4th and 5th run.
Jesus. Oh, Chris, what you been playing?
Rocket Slime. Dragon Quest Rocket Slime, baby.
Please, I don't know what this game is. What is Dragon Quest Rocket Slime?
I'm going to preface this whole episode. This is going to sound like a huge fucking plug for my other Twitch channel.
And it is, but it's fine.
It kind of is, because a lot of the shit I'm going to play on stream, but I don't intend for it to be. Rocket Slime is the thing that Vic was like, we should play Rocket Slime. I was like, what the fuck is Rocket Slime? So I Googled this fucking game. It's a spin-off of Dragon Quest, obviously. Hence the name Dragon Quest Rocket Slime. You play a slime. He's a sweet little boy. You hop around the world, and your abilities are to like stretch yourself and shoot yourself. If this is nothing, it's like Kirby Golf. Anyone know Kirby Golf?
No.
Yes. Yeah.
It's like Kirby Golf, because you like stretch yourself and shoot yourself in directions, and you can shoot yourself and like bounce off of walls and stuff and hit men and carry, like they bounce and you can catch them on your head and you can throw them, shit like that. That's like how you navigate the open world. The main crux of the actual game is these big tank battles that hit your like. Okay, it's a Rocket Slime, but like it's like you do the open world to get to the next like battle, basically. Like you're just navigating around, and like you're collecting resources, like you open a chest and you get like money, or you get like a cannonball that you can load into your tank. And you're just basically stockpiling resources for the big tank fight. The tank fights you are in a big slime-shaped tank, and your enemies are in a big pun-shaped tank. What do I mean by that?
Yeah, what?
Well, all of like the enemy tanks are just puns. So for example, it's a gigantic tree, and it's Chrono Twigs or Chrono Twigger. Yeah, that's what it is. That TW working hard there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a big one that's like a corn, and it's like having like a corn of a time or some bullshit like that. They're all just big dumb puns. They all have like a stupid gimmick. There's one that's a carrot and fires a big drill. And basically, like you have cannons on top of your tank, and you load them with all the bullshit that you had picked up. Like it like drops throughout your tank. Out of like these basically shoots. You got to pick it up, load the cannon, and fight. And like they're shooting stuff at you. You're shooting stuff at them. Enemies can break into your tank and attack you, and you have to like fight them back. And then in order to win, you have to break into their tank and like break all their machinery, and then get into their like the heart of their tank. It's just like a thing behind a wall, and then you smash that, and that's how you win. It is a very simple game, It is incredibly charming. The music is great because it's a fucking Dragon Quest game. Of course, it's great. I don't know what is up with Japan and like, oh, hey, this is a spin-off for a major franchise for us. Let's bring the fucking heat. This is evident in the Pokemon Coliseum game where they're like, yo, what if the soundtrack kicked absolute fucking ass? Like in a game that like will get less plays than any like Pokemon Red or the fuck or any like generic mainline Pokemon. It's like, is it like, okay, you know what? Fix probably yell at this. Is it the best game of 2005? Fucking no.
No, that's Psychonauts. We already know the answer to this.
Or like any of the countless incredible games that came out that year. Because it's like it's huge. It's like Resident Evil 4, Chaos Theory, fucking or Chaos Theory, sorry, Shadow of the Colossus, Psychonauts. I mean, like, you're joking. Like, you're like putting it in there. Like when I look up lists of like games from that year, it's high up on the list usually. Like Half-Life fucking 2 came out that year. But the game actually is admittedly quite good, and I'm looking forward to finishing it because it's fun. Also, for a DS game, and waits pretty fucking well, which is always a treat.
That's always a treat.
I didn't realize it was
apparently had a
too.
lot of stylus play. Because you could like use the stylus to aim yourself, obviously.
Oh,
but you don't.
okay.
But you don't have to, which is nice. What the fuck else have I been playing? Oh, okay. I don't want to talk about too much. Talk about MMO too much on this podcast. RuneScape. Currently playing it. Been playing it. Made a new account on it. I'm a sick pervert. Don't worry about it. I made a skiller, which means that I can't touch any of the combat in the game. I can only do. I have to stay at a perfect level 3 account, which means I can't level up attack, defense, magic, range, hit points. None of that shit. It's a fun, interesting way of playing the game. No one cares. That's fine. What the fuck else have I been playing? I know there was some. I touched a little bit more V Rising.
Oh,
the game is good. The game is really good. But the thing that's catching me up is I don't know how. Like every time I play it, I'm like, should I be playing this PvP right now? And I really can't get a handle on at what point I'm supposed to say, I'd fuck it, and stop playing PvE and go get on a PvP server and start fighting boys.
I mean, never, because there's never a reason. There's never a reason to play PvP in a game that has a good PvE.
That's a fair argument. Yeah. I think it's colored because I've played both. I was gonna say all three. Both other 2 games by this dev, and those are both obviously entirely PvP. So I'm kind of like, I don't know.
Yeah,
confused about it.
I cannot stand even like the idea of like a full loop PvP survival game. Full loop being like if someone kills you, they can pick up everything you dropped.
Right. Yeah.
No, thank you.
I think the thing I don't actually know how it works, but I know it's like it's you have like a safe haven based upon like how big your current like control of the map is, like your castle and shit. Okay. But like I don't know how any of that stuff works. I just know that it is a thing that exists. Oh wow, this is wild. I've played this since the last time we talked. Hey guys, I played Fortnite when there was no building.
They made that a permanent mode, so it's all the time now.
Yes. But like when they first did it, I was like, oh hey, maybe like it'll actually be a tolerable game now that they took out building. It is certainly better. It is also now just a what do you call it? Just a pretty mediocre shooter.
Yeah.
Also,
you could call it a character shooter now. There's so many characters.
I would call it that. Also, Jesus Christ, the average player of that game is fucking terrible.
Yes. Yeah, that is correct. You are correct on that.
Like if you want the experience of playing a video game and beating up kids, brah, that's it. Just go play Fortnite.
Those are some of my favorite activities.
I mean, you know.
It feels like for that building, Fortnite is just like a worse Apex Legends.
I wouldn't even. They're not even in the same realm. I mean, Fortnite's what now? Like the 11th most popular game. Apex is in 2nd.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
On Twitch specifically.
Oh. No. According to Inside Gaming, like last month, it was the 2nd most popular game in like concurrent players.
That's wild.
Wow.
Which is wild because I heard nothing but complaints about the current season, so I don't know what the fuck's going on.
I mean, it could just be new season people are playing even though it's bad.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, also, how many times does the league have bad seasons and people still play the shit out of it?
Well, what was the year? What was the year that they lost like 46% of their player base? Was that 2017 or whatever? They had the really bad season,
Oh, I don't remember.
and then they got their shit together. Oh, also Fortnite was popping off at the time. But then like they like strangled the fucking balance team and said, "Get the fuck together."
I just looked up Steam charts. Destiny 2 is number 4 right now,
That's
above Apex and V Rising.
Yeah, I don't know how many
that's not
people.
shocking.
I mean, I think console players also blows it out of the water because that's a whole realm of people that we tend to ignore as elite piece of shit PC gamers.
I play a lot on console, especially now that I pretty much work from home. I don't want to play games on my computer
David,
anymore.
But how much Call of Duty are you playing?
None.
Exactly.
How much FIFA are you playing?
Yes. Fucking how much Madden? Yeah, NBA 2K.
Also, do you guys know what the top Steam game right now is? Like, by a long shot?
PUBG still?
PUBG is like not even, it's number 9.
Oh, it's I don't know what it's called.
Is it
it's
Vampire
Diablo
Survivor?
Clone. No, it's the Diablo clone.
It is the Diablo clone. It's Lost Ark.
Yeah. It's
Which
been there
is
for
what?
it's been
Lost
there
Ark's
for a
pretty
while.
Oh,
How the hell is it that high?
Because
People liked it,
gigantic in the Eastern market and parts of Europe.
And from what I heard, it's pretty good.
I've heard like from people that like
this game. Okay, yeah.
if
this
you
game
want
is,
a
for some
Diablo
reason,
clone,
really big.
get the fuck in there. That's basically what I've heard from people.
I played a little bit of it before Destiny Witch Queen came out.
I've actually heard that's more of like a Path of Exile clone, which makes me not want to play it. I also beat Sifu, but nobody cares. Moving on.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, congratulations.
Yeah, congrats for being
Game's good. I might actually try to speedrun that. That and Jack 1 are games I think I could speedrun.
See, Chris, you did skip a game that you barely played, so I'll forgive you for this. But that made me play the game. And that's fucking Slime Rancher, you goddamn piece of shit.
Slime Rancher. Okay, so to be fair, Vic played a lot more on the stream than I did.
Yeah, no.
So I don't think that game is good for streaming. It's kind of where I'm at with
It's not. I've been playing it like the past couple nights. It's a good chill podcast game, which was something I was sorely missing. So I just slammed some podcasts and played some fucking Slime Rancher for like 6 hours. Like 6 hours the past 2 days, just making slimes, selling their poop, their plorts. Slime Rancher, fun game, definitely like a podcast, but it is worth it for a podcast game. And it was conveniently on sale on PSN for like 60% off, so that was great.
Nice.
Good job.
I got it on Epic for free a millennium ago, and was like, we should fucking play this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a good game though. It's I don't think it's terribly long because I'm already like unlocked all of the ranch. So
I think I saw like 25 hours. Was like
you still got a ways to go. I'm at about 20 hours. Last played in like 2017. I played this game when it was like released. I think I even got early access.
Oh shit!
And I really think you should keep playing it because it is a nice.
I'm going to.
Game.
I like it a lot. I'm gonna keep playing it till I at least get most of the slimes.
Yeah, it's like a farming game with a lot of like exploration elements where it's like you can explore a big map to find new slimes.
Second, I got the jetpack, and I was like, "Oh, okay, this game's got some tech."
Oh, yeah, it does. I found some of the tech. It has some jetpack tech.
Up.
It has some jetpack tech. But I've been playing that for a bit. I played through Trek to Yomi.
Ooh,
that game was a 71 currently on OpenCritic. Too high for that game.
Yeah,
it's not good.
Basically, what it's very pretty, but that's all it's got going on.
It's very pretty, like the black and white aesthetic. You know, it's mimicking Akira Kurosawa movies. And for the most part, it does that well. There are a couple areas where the black and white I feel like really hurts it, specifically in areas where they have dynamic. Because it's black and white, but they still have lights and stuff. And there are some areas where enemies are like the same color as the light, and that can fuck off. Because the whole thing is basically block, parry, kill the enemy, repeat for 5 hours. That is the entire video game. And I don't mean that in a fun way. Like, it was very fine. It's a modern game that doesn't let you pause during cutscenes, so I'm pretty sure I missed a relatively important part of a cutscene because Raz took a shit on my carpet during one of the cutscenes, and I had to get up.
Raz.
Modern gamer problems.
So I couldn't pause it. I missed some of a cutscene. Thanks. Oh, he's not done. But yeah, so that docked at some points of me not being able to pause in a freaking cutscene. That was absolutely stupid. And they weren't even like pre-rendered; they're in-engine cutscenes. So I'm like, why can't I pause this? This is stupid.
Yeah, it's quite annoying.
The story went places I didn't really like, but it was still basic. It just wasn't good. Didn't feel good. Didn't play great. There was some exploration and art stuff that was kind of cool, and that was really about all it had going for it. The combat was fun for like the first hour.
So just play Ghost of Tsushima in Kurosawa mode.
Yeah, I didn't like that game in Kurosawa mode either, so I wouldn't do that either.
It's a fun addition, but it's not like it's not how you should play the fucking game.
No, absolutely not. So it was fine. It was. I think I gave it like a 4 or 5 on my scale.
Ooh.
So it was like I beat it. Yeah, it's out of 10.
Big
but
oofa doofa.
it's like I beat it, but if it had been like any worse, I probably just would have kicked it to the.
Yikes.
Let's see. Also played a decent amount of Xenoblade Chronicles 1 on the definitive edition, and that game is not jiving with me, folks.
Damn it.
That's tragic.
You're not really feeling it.
I'm not feeling it. Like, I felt it briefly. There were some moments of joy, like during some of the boss fights, but then the rest of it's just like I don't want the. It feels like an MMO that I'm playing in pure single player mode.
I know, that's why it's so good.
Except it's
not everything you like about an MMO, but I don't have to deal with other humans.
Except it's a lot of the things I don't like about an MMO too. Like,
oh, interesting.
The side quests are
bad. Yeah,
miss them. Fucking skip them. Like, but I also felt like I skipped some, and then I felt underleveled, and so I was like, I guess I do have to do some of these. So then I started doing them again. It was a whole thing, and like the time system was cool. The like Monado powers were cool. I liked that. Yeah, I didn't need it to tell me every time I picked up an item that it might be useful sometime in the next 5 hours. That wasn't fun. It's like, it's just every item. I'm going to use every item. So you don't need to tell me this. I'm going to use every item. Yeah, and like the combat system was, and that it might just be because it's on console and I'm used to playing MMOs that have a little more of an engaged combat system. I imagine it gets better the later you get, but I'm like having a hard time getting to that point.
Just curious, about where are you story-wise? If you just tell me what part of the Bionish you're on, I'm gonna know.
Yeah, like I remember that. Let's see, I got through... I think I finished, what is it, Sector 6 or Colony 6?
Okay, yeah, you're
so
still pretty
I finished
early.
Colony 6, I got the 2 new characters that join you after that. I'm going through, like, the swamp area, I think, right now.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Have you considered giving Chronicles X a shot where you get to have a giant robot?
No, I mean, if the combat system's the same, no. Because like
yeah,
that's
the same.
It's the same.
It's in. I find it incredible. It's like a boring version of an MMO combat system.
What about like how do like anime girls in like lycra bodysuits do for you?
Hit or miss, you know.
It's
hit or miss. It's hit or miss. But I think the thing that gets me is like in MMOs like a WoW, like Final Fantasy 14, I tend to pick characters that are very active because the melee system in those MMOs is usually bad. Where like so in 14 I played a ninja, which is incredibly active.
Okay. I thought you were gonna say monk.
No. So I played ninja, which was active, and in World of Warcraft I played shaman, which is pretty active. And I played other classes that weren't active, and I got bored really fucking fast. So that's kind of what happened with Xenoblade. I thought I'd get to like command my teammates a little bit too, which gets frustrating when you're fighting an enemy before you get the Monado that you can't hurt unless you knock it down. And goddamn Ryan just will not use his fucking knockdown move after you use break. Really infuriating. I'm like, I wish I could just order you to not use it until I use break. Because he's just doing it before I did. It was incredibly frustrating, that part. So I might give it another shot and keep going with it. I might not. I haven't decided. And other than that, I went back and got the Celeste Platinum. Which
you got the B-sides and C-sides.
Oh yeah.
was a similar to Elise's thing, a triumph in hitting my face against a wall for several hours. Game of the Seasides are fucking hard, folks. I think one of them, the Seasides are only like 2 to 3 screens of the normal game. Like they're much shorter. 600 deaths in one of the Seasides.
Oh,
600 deaths. So the Summit Chapter 7 Seaside, go fuck yourself. Beat you though. So that stuff was really fun. I will probably get back to. I'll probably play more of the game. I love the game. And then I did. Disclaimer: I work at Activision Blizzard. I got back into Overwatch, which is infuriating.
Oh, interesting.
That's a tragedy.
We had like a internal
shocking
tournament
everything else.
like a couple weeks ago, and I played in that, and then I was like, oh, you know what? I do kind of like Overwatch, so I've been playing Overwatch again.
That's not true.
I like Overwatch. I know like most of you hate that game, but I like Overwatch.
I
No, you-
like
no, you
Overwatch in
don't.
concept.
I was like platinum back when I actually played that game before Brigitte came out.
It's
That was
just
pretty
I wanted to like that game so dearly. I just think it has what might be the worst balance in a competitive like 6v6 whatever the fuck.
Oh, hey
game
Chris,
ever.
listen, I quit when Brigitte came out for a reason.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. I played through all that. I also abused the hell out of her in range because she was fucking broken.
It busted. But yeah, I came. Just that got me in the mood. We were playing some of the Overwatch 2 stuff, which I won't talk about because I'm not positive I'm allowed to, other than saying I have played it.
Yes, yeah, fair enough.
But it got me in the mood again, and I was like, you know what, let's give it a shot. And I'm having a lot of fun with it, so I'll be playing
Nice.
that for a little bit. Folks, to the topic of the show, there are too many games, you know? And by
Not
too
enough
many,
space.
we mean too many in the past. Because at some point, this happens to everyone. I'm sure every single one of you, if you listen to a gaming podcast, you have a backlog of some sort. You just do. There's no way you don't. It can't happen. Impossible.
It's illegal, actually.
It's illegal. Because too many games came out in the past. Couldn't play them all. But now, and one of the people here might hard disagree with me on the statement that I'm about to make, but sometimes you enter a lull in games where there ain't shit coming out for like 3 months. And we're in that right now, folks. We're in backlog season. So I wanted to just chat about, you know, what games are we going to be playing for the next couple months? While
Persona
hopefully... You don't have that much longer of that, Prij, if it took
Yeah,
you
but
3
I'll
weeks to
at
get
least
to
play it.
chapter
But
6.
I'll at least play it twice.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I want to at least.
Oh shit,
Me-
Bridge, who are you romancing?
Oh,
I haven't
forgot
decided yet.
Okay.
That's fair.
Because here's the thing: I want to at least get every confidant to max rank in a single playthrough. Because that's a fun challenge to go for, and I don't know if I'll be able to do it in this one.
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
I
I'll be
just-
able to.
I just used a
But-
guide. I didn't want to mess with that.
I mean, again, if I replay it, I'll use a guide, but I don't want to. I don't like using a guide in my first run through.
120-hour game.
Okay, then I'll play it for 240 hours.
Bridge
Prij-
fucking loves that
Prij,
shit. Yeah.
fucking respect, dude.
Then I get 240 hours of gameplay out of it.
Absolute fucking respect.
That will easily carry, since I go on vacation in July, that will easily carry me to Xenoblade Chronicles 3 at the end of July. Problem fucking solved.
Well, I mean, I guess we covered Prij already. That took about 2 minutes.
I got some other things we can loop back today.
We can loop back. I just wanted to talk about like what sort of games are you, if any, you know, planning to play in this dearth of video games before, you know, we have E3 coming in a week or 2 weeks. Not literal E3, but you know, E3 in tradition, in spirit.
The cosmic E3.
Before inevitably they announce some summer games that are going to hopefully save us from the empty period. Oh, Zach in the chat, fuck you. Oh, I thought he said, never mind. I thought he said casual G game. Capital G gamer.
No,
100%.
capital G gamer, dude.
That is accurate. I take back what I just said. Oh, apologies. But yeah, I just want to talk about what people are planning to play. Partially to farm ideas for what things maybe I should play during this backlog season.
I think there are 2 I'm playing because of you.
Oh.
You and Prij, at least. Well, the first one. Ooh. talking about it. It's Bug Snacks.
Oh,
Bunger?
Talking about Bug
Okay.
Snacks.
Bunger, and may I repeat
Oh, I
one
just
last
saw-
time, Bunger.
I did have it within arm's reach. A bunger.
Oh, bunger. Yeah, I want to play Bug Snacks. Talking about Bug Snacks.
My Bug Snacks.
Whenever when it came out, I was like, whatever. I'm probably not going to get to it. And then we started streaming. I was like, that's a perfect fucking multi-stream game because it's fucking
Mhm.
Bug Snacks, baby. And that's
Talking about
that's
them
kind of
Bug
where it
Snacks.
is. And I have now listened to that song like 3 or 4 times. It's fucking awesome.
It's so good. Who is that?
Talking about
Kiro
Bug
Bonito?
Snacks.
Is that right?
yeah.
Okay, yeah. Talking about. It's such a good song.
And the other one that is because of y'all, which actually we're playing this relatively soon on stream. A short hike.
Oh, okay.
Hell yeah.
Which was Vic was like, is that game anything? And I was like, I don't know, but I know that Prij and David really enjoyed it, and it looks goofy. So let's get the fuck in there.
The second person, including me, to mistake a short hike for a night in the woods.
Wait,
No,
Prij didn't play
I
a short hike?
no.
I have never played a short hike.
Fuck, really?
We did the same thing.
Fuck me.
I literally played it because I thought Prij loved it, and then I was like, "Oh, Prij, I know you love this game," so I gave it a shot, and it was fucking 10 out of 10. It was really good. And Prij's like, "I never played that game in my life."
Like, I'm happy for you. I don't play that game.
Preach, play a short hike.
adding Night in the Woods real fast to our stream list. Thank you, boys.
Oh my god. I literally only played that because I thought Prij meant that game and not Night in the Woods. That's the only reason I played
I knew
Short
for a
Hike.
fact that you liked it because I
Yeah, it
remember
was
that
really
vividly. But I also thought Prij was Nepo, but I guess not. See if there's anything else interesting on here that like we haven't all talked about to death. Koromon. That came out. And we didn't talk about it literally ever again ever.
Which is surprising. I honestly kind of thought you all would stream that more.
I think we debated it and then decided against it.
Right.
Because by the time we get to it now, like, because we're doing this one, and the next one we're going to do a regular Nuzlocke again. It's been a long time.
For the folks who did not watch our Koromon playthrough, or a demo, I guess, what is Koromon?
Koromon is it's a Pokemon-like, I would say. So it has like a very similar gimmick. You catch little monsters, you fight them against other little monsters, and they have types and they have abilities and they have stats and stuff like that. And it plays a lot more with like what I would say is like stuff that appeals to competitive Pokemon players. So stuff like you don't have to worry about like EVs and stuff like that because that stuff's already like handled. But there's like how's a good way to explain it? Like it has Nuzlocke stuff built into it, so you can like change your difficulty to be more like a Nuzlocke. You can only catch one thing per area. If it dies, it dies. If he dies, he dies. Just like Rocky 2. The Rocky 2 video games, everyone's saying it. And also a weird thing is that shinies are important. Like they're a lot more common, and then shiny Koromon aren't just like theoretically better, they're like actually better. They have improved stats.
All right, can I interrupt for 1 second?
Yes.
I misheard the shinies as the Chinese, and I heard you say the Chinese are important, and I'm just like, wait, what the fuck? Pause for a minute. What the fuck? The Chinese are really important in this game?
The Chinese influence in Koromon. It's all about pushing Xi Jinping's agenda.
I'm not the only one.
Oh, other
thank
people in
you.
chat. I heard shinies, so it wasn't
I might have. Hey, y'all. Sometimes Chris ain't so good at talking. I might have said Chinese.
When you say shinies, they sound the same, so it's like.
Yeah.
Okay, several people in chat did. Okay.
Do you need to I was like, you need to know Chinese characters to like understand how this game works? That is a crazy mechanic.
Never mind. Like all of our chat thought you said Chinese. like literally all the chat.
I'm in Xi Jinping's back pocket. What can I say?
Okay, that was an amazing bit of.
But Pooh Bear doesn't have pants for pockets.
I try to think of. I got nothing. That joke was. I can't. I want to have a witty response, but I got nothing. And then I want to play LA Noir, assuming it's not fucking still janky as fuck on Steam.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
LA Noir.
LA Noir.
Why?
Man, it's just been so.
That's an old ass game.
I actually quite like LA Noir.
Oh, really?
obviously, it's
I enjoyed it when I played it back in the day.
and I haven't played it since it came out, so I think it's been long enough.
Oh, you're gonna. And facial animations are just kind of janky with time.
Yeah. Hey, look, it's the one time David Cage was right. That system is not future-proof. Because everyone was talking about, like, it's the future of how we make games. And Cage was like, no, it's fucking not. It takes 16 cameras to point at an actor for 3.5 hours. That's nothing. And
I think they use more cameras than that now for something, so it might be fine.
I think it's really it. I have Shadow Tactics on here. I don't know if that's a joke or not. I love Shadow Tactics. It's a great fucking game. Also in the vein of like short games like Minute, which I've always wanted to play.
Oh, that's the it's a rogue. That's the roguelike. That's only a minute, right?
So yeah, it's like rogue. It is like a roguelike, but like you don't keep anything over the runs.
Oh, okay.
except for like a few very key unlocks. Which is like, and the game takes like 2.5 hours to beat, if that. So,
yeah,
that's like 120 runs.
It is.
It's been described as like Zelda, but with the minute,
Yeah, it's a top-down Zelda with a 1 minute timer, basically.
Yeah, okay.
Talking about bug snacks.
I'm surprised you got drawn to that because I think me and Zach were both like, it's okay.
Minute is about 50 minutes to an hour and a half.
Oh, okay.
Like, just fucking kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Drawn to bug snacks?
Yeah. Because you said the song thing.
The designs are so fucking good.
That's true.
Look at it. He's a burger with like fucking what do you call it? Not hooves,
curly fry horns.
Horns, yeah, I guess.
Tusks. Is that the word you were looking for?
Yes.
I mean, you're right. Did you get are you gonna get the DLC with it too? Bigger bug snacks?
Yeah, probably. Why the fuck not?
They're bug snacks, but bigger.
Wait, what? Does the DLC just make them larger?
No, it's like it adds a new area and like new bug snacks that are big.
Oh, okay. I would pay like $2 for a joke DLC that just made all the character models bigger.
No, Chris, those used to just be cheat codes.
Yeah, but we don't get
Don't
those
pay
anymore.
money for that.
Big head mode.
Yeah.
In bug snacks.
Big bug snacks.
Big snack mode.
Big snack mode.
Oh,
That's
God.
good. That's it for me.
Yeah. Hey, Chris.
Yes.
Speaking of my backlog, what is the best JRPG?
What do you, Chrono Trigger? Do you want me to say Tales of Symphonia? Because I'm not going to say it.
No. Have you not said this before? Yakuza Like a Dragon.
I was gonna say his name
Of the last decade, yes.
Of the last decade. Okay.
Honestly, I could extend that to 20 years.
Yeah, no, I played like just the beginning of Yakuza Like a Dragon a few days ago, about a week ago, but I started it quite late because this is after I'd played some Sekiro, and then I tried to get fucking Tunic to work, but I was having weird bugs with that, so I gave up on it. So I only played for like an hour or so. Got to the part where you're like in the strip club with the young lord.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
It's an escort club, yeah.
Yeah, that part, which is, if you've played it an hour and a half in, something like that.
It's early in that very long JRPG.
It's also right in a spot of like, I don't know, 45 minutes of straight cutscene.
Yeah, you're about to just get bombarded with cutscenes.
Somewhere the Persona director is like, yes.
Wait, this game has been like 90% cutscenes.
Yeah, that's kind of just the whole first act.
It's so heavy up front cutscenes, and then there's like a huge dearth of nothing, where you're just playing raw gameplay, and that's great.
It feels like I'm watching a movie.
Yeah, the ending will do the same.
Yeah.
But I've been pretty enjoying it so far. I know Chris really likes it, so I in backlog season, I think I'm gonna try to play a few more JRPGs. Yeah, because maybe Xenoblade, because these are like long games that I just went through a bunch of really intense games in the FromSoft oeuvre, and it's time to chill a little bit. For me, also though, backlog season is also basically Destiny / Genshin Impact. If I want to go,
that's
back to
every season.
The reason I got back into Destiny with the new season is because I just finished all the FromSoft stuff. I was looking through what else do I want to play. Nothing was really coming up, so I'm like, oh, okay, I guess I'll go play Destiny, because Destiny is a thing that I can always fall back to and go have a good time with when I don't really have anything else that's really grabbing me. Which is something that before I started playing Destiny, that's always something I was kind of jealous of, that people had their comfort games, their forever games that they could, I know a lot of y'all play League. I don't know if that's quite the same, but
no, it's 100. I mean, maybe not Chris. Chris actually plays ranked, but
not this season. Yeah, I've kicked my addiction by getting addicted to a different game.
Yeah, and these are games that before I started really playing Destiny, I didn't really have a game that I could just always go back to and always have a good time with. But it's nice to have that. It's nice to, I'm not playing anything else. Might as well just play a little bit of Destiny. So
I'm very excited to hear your thoughts on Yakuza Like a Dragon when you finish it.
Yeah, me too.
I'm super excited.
It is Vic's favorite game of all time.
Wow.
And it is, I believe it is the only video game I've cried at.
Oh,
wow.
The ending, and I don't know if it was necessarily a super emotional, moving ending, but it was the amount of tension that built. It's I cried at the end of 1917, the movie, not because it struck me emotionally, because I felt like I was carrying a barbell over my head for 2 fucking hours. I couldn't budge from that seat for the entirety of that fucking movie, and at the end it was just oh my god, oh god. Oh,
but Yakuza Like a Dragon, it's that over 80 hours.
Yeah, and dude, the ending of that game is fucking nuts.
Okay, yeah,
in a way that is quite tame for a Yakuza game, but still for anything else in fucking sane.
Yeah, it's been about a year since I played Dragon Quest 8 and 11, maybe a little less than that. I think that was July, but I really like those games, and Yakuza Like a Dragon, it's kind of in the name. It's what if Yakuza did a Dragon Quest game, right?
It is the most shameless ripoff of Dragon Quest imaginable. It's
called Like a Dragon.
Chris, I think you're the one that told me this, but the Japanese name is even closer.
No, I like to talk about the ridiculous subtitles for Yakuza games in Japan. Because Yakuza isn't called Yakuza in Japan, obviously. What the fuck do they
Isn't
call
it Ryu
it?
Gagatoku?
Yeah, which is what, Tail of the Dragon or some bullshit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is the name of the studio, too. They just didn't want to keep that name.
Within half an hour of playing Like a Dragon, the main character is last year I just spent 2 months playing Dragon Quest. I'm oh, okay, so this is completely you're just saying it.
Oh, Elise, you haven't seen shit yet. I liked Like a Dragon, but not as much as Chris and Vic did.
Did you finish it?
Yeah. I'm actually, I don't even talk about it because it's a really random thing, but when I'm on the phone with my mom and I don't want to pay attention, I boot up Like a Dragon and I grind for the platinum slowly over the course of
okay, nice.
So
nice,
maybe
nice.
in the next 2 years I'll actually get the platinum from doing the Final Millennium Tower. Or I'm sorry, the true Final Millennium Tower. Fucking stupid shit.
I also really want to go back to Tales of Arise. I failed to install that game, is how far I got in that game.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Jesus
about
Christ.
that.
Ryu Gotoko just does in fact mean Like a Dragon, so they've all been called that. This last one, which is for us in the West, Yakuza Like a Dragon, is Like a Dragon 7, Whereabouts of Light and Darkness International.
Oh, it's a Kingdom Hearts game.
I was gonna say, like Nomura's slided into the Sega office. He's like, "Hey, you guys need some help naming this game?"
He was just wearing a mustache, just sat, and they're like, "Hey guys, I have a sweet name. Mind if I get in on this naming thing?"
Negoshi's like, hell yeah. Get in here.
And I forget which of them is, but one of them is Yakuza or Tale of the, or like a Dragon, colon Death of the Dragons Who Rule, which is the fucking greatest name for anything ever.
That's so good.
That's such a fucking badass name.
Death of the Dragons Who Rule.
Was that 6?
So fucking, I think six is a Song of Life.
That's the English one.
Because it's Kiryu's last one. Oh, I don't know then. Maybe.
Yeah, I'm
right.
looking forward.
No more Yakuza talk. I won't stop if otherwise.
Oh God. Just thinking, I forgot to mention it, but I played Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, and I kind of want to play the Metal Gear games.
don't worry, they're fucking obtuse as shit to get a hold of, even if you emulate them.
I wouldn't go that far. Getting them on emulator is pretty easy.
I want to blame Konami.
Let the man blame Konami.
That's my God-given right.
But to play them legally
as
is
an
like
American.
Yeah, as an American. God
Playing-
bless you, Solid Snake.
I will literally say, for a series that was PlayStation exclusive up until the most recent Metal Gear game, the easiest way to play those games is on Xbox. Legally.
Was 4 not on Xbox?
No, 4 wasn't. 4 is still not on Xbox. The only place to play it is on a PS3 or on PS Now, which might be going away with the new PS Plus thing. You might not be able to play Metal Gear 4 anymore.
It's like Sly Cooper, how you can, the only way to play a Sly Cooper game is to fucking stream it via the PS Now bullshit thing. It's like, who is this for? Give me the fucking raccoon stealing game.
Like, oh, but the cell processor, man.
I'm looking up
It's hard to emulate.
compatibility. Metal Gear
You can play it on emulator. It's not that bad.
on our PCS3. It says play. Oh wait, no, that's Revengeance. Solid 4.
Oh, 4 specifically.
I don't know if I would say you could play 4. You can watch 4.
You can watch 4. It's almost all cutscenes from what I've heard.
Yeah, it's the game that gives you a lot of cutscenes.
But I know 1 through 3
cool.
emulate fine.
I was at work.
What's Peace Walker? Is Peace
I was at
Walker
work on Thursday, and I got bored, and I went and actually read the synopses of like all the Metal Gear games.
And
For, like, no reason whatsoever. I just felt like it.
At what point did you go, what are these fucking names?
I mean, so with all the memes about how confusing it is, it actually wasn't as bad as I thought. If you just like ignore the not important stuff, like just like I don't think I've ever heard these characters more than once, so I'm not going to pay attention to what they do in this story. I'm just going to focus on like the 5 names that I hear who are all clones of each other or named after each other or mentored each other.
How many of the 5 have Snake in their name?
Characters and make sense of this story. And if you do that, it's not too bad.
Yeah, I feel like reading it would actually be less confusing than playing it, because when you play it, there's large like swaths, like there's an hour of the game where they'll build this character up as important and they never show the fuck up again.
Or they die.
No, it wasn't super bad just reading through the Metal Gear Wikia and just going, and again, you can do it chronologically, so you can
that
just
helps.
like read. Yeah, I feel like doing it chronologically also helped a lot, because you can just be like, okay, this was the 1984. This happened in 1995. Then the next game was 2004.
Yeah, and they are pretty bad at saying the date for some of those things too, so it gets more confusing. But at least Peace Walker was a PSP game.
Okay.
Nobody cares about Peace Walker. I played it. It's not worth your time.
So it looks like they got in-game for Metal Gear Solid 4, which is you can technically play it, but
but it's not recommended.
I love being able to technically play things.
Yeah, nothing's more fun from playing a game than being able to technically play it. That always leads to good things.
Games that either can't be finished, have serious glitches, or have insufficient performance. So
it's probably the performance one, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
How much just raw video you have to load in that? I can't imagine how big the install for that even is. It's so bad.
God, we're so lucky that Kojima wasn't making games in the era of FMV.
He was. What are you talking about?
Wait, he made an FMV game?
No. I mean, he was making games in the era of FMV games.
Yeah, Police Knots doesn't count. He didn't have creative control over Police Knots.
He's
Not Police
making.
Knots, not Police Quest.
He made the first Metal Gear game back on like NES.
Yeah, that's true.
He's been making games for the past like 30 plus years.
God, that dude's been working, huh?
Yeah. He doesn't look old, but he's kind of old, you know?
Mm.
Keep going. Man, I kind of want to play Metal Gear. God damn it. Add that to the list. I was already
eventually do a save data near you.
I was already thinking about it, and now I'm thinking about it even more. Damn it.
Maybe what's in your backlog?
I mean, hundreds of games are backlog, but
That's not a good thing for us to say at 9:15.
I mean, finishing the sentence of ones that I'm actually gonna like play in the near future. First I'm gonna finish up Slime Rancher, and then I want to play Valhalla.
Cyberpunk
bartending, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Look cool on stream.
I should do a second playthrough of that game at some point. See if I can get a second different ending.
The little bit that had been played on one of our streams, I forget. I think it was you and Zach, wasn't it, Chris?
Me, Zach, Jason.
Oh, Jason too.
So I played it. This you hadn't.
It looked really fun. I've heard good things from you. I've heard good things from other people. I have been searching for a vinyl of the soundtrack because I freaking love the soundtrack, even though I haven't played it yet.
It's a
really fucking good soundtrack.
I think limited runs, so every time they make that one, it sells out super fucking fast. So it's
like I made a watch list, so I've been trying to keep an eye on it. But yeah, like it's just the soundtrack's so good. Everyone said good things about it. Looked super fun. So I want to get to that one. I think I will. And then the other ones, I wanted to play a couple, like JRPG length games because this is a good time for it. So I really wanted to play 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim.
Oh,
that's on my list.
I also want to play that.
I keep forgetting about that.
Prij, you finished that, right?
I platinum that baby.
Yeah, that game looks like not at all what I expected when I saw the cover art, like the actual gameplay. Well, not the visual novel stuff is what I expected, but the tactical pieces bit looks super fun. So I really want to play that game. That game looks cool. I literally bought that game like a couple weeks after it came out, and I just didn't play it. So like, I need to go back. It is an
incredibly unique game. I get why it wasn't super popular because it's very niche, but I think if you get into it, it does a lot of things really well.
Yeah.
Super cool.
But at the same time, I could see any person picking it up and just hating it.
Well, hopefully that's not me.
Luckily that wasn't the case for me. I fucking loved it.
Weird, obtuse anime bullshit in my Atlas game?
Wait, is it an Atlas game?
It is.
Yeah.
Developed or published?
Well, I don't know. David, why do you think porting it was such a shit show? Of course it's an Atlas game.
Yeah, if it were published, it'd just be Sega. It wouldn't be Atlas.
True.
That's a fair point.
Okay, maybe it's like a different team at Atlas, though.
Yeah.
I am assuming it's not the Persona team. They make a bunch of games.
No way. They're too busy.
Didn't know that. That makes me even more interested because they make some fucking weird, cool games. But yeah, like I really want to play 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim. Another one that I know, I'm like almost 100% sure Prij has played is the game starring Vice from Skies of Arcadia and Sonic and All-Star Racing Transformed fame, Valkyria Chronicles.
You looking to play 1 or 4?
Yes.
Both of them?
So I've always been interested in games, but last time we talked about this, Prij said that they're racist. So.
What?
There's racist characters.
Racism is in the game, yes.
Yeah, the game's a giant World War II metaphor, and there's very clearly a stand-in for the Jews. And you will have a couple units on your team, because all your units have traits, which are things from like cowardly, they lose accuracy when surrounded by enemies, or likes women, has better damage when near female allies. And you're always going to have like 2 to 3 characters in your team who are darks and hater. And it basically means they're racist and they shoot worse when they have darksons who are the very obvious Jew standing on their team. So the game's not racist. You just always have a couple racists on your team.
So it's like living in America.
and I just forced this to the Fuck, it's really good.
Fucking hell. A winner is you.
But I just bench those units though because I don't like races on my team.
So I don't have to use them.
So in the first game, one of the main characters is for half the game. In 4, you can pretty much bench every single. Again, there's only like 2 of them on your squad of like 40 people.
Okay,
it's really not a. It's a very ignorable issue.
Yeah, I imagine there's some that are there in certain chapters for story reasons. They're like, yeah, you have to kind of deal with this racism.
Yeah, in the first game, your engineer is a Darkson and your main machine gunner is racist. So obviously that's there just for conflict purposes.
Yeah, that's the story.
Yeah.
Until story-based change of heart occurs, and we learn the power of friendship and not racism and whatever.
Which Wonka in Final Fantasy X never does. He never learns he's wrong about the alphabet.
Fucking Wonka, dude.
I mentioned because he's a racist.
I did too. But man, I really wanted to play Valkyria Chronicles for a long time. I have bought it on several systems with the intention of playing it, and then I just they have gotten so much fucking money from me for doing nothing.
Impressive. No, they're very fun games. Both 1 and 4 are good. 4 is just an improved version of 1. So and they're unrelated and story wise, so you don't need to have played 1 to play 4.
This might be a stupid question. What about 2 and 3?
2 and 3 are apparently hyper trash, and that's why they're not released in the West.
Oh, they're not. You can't even get a hold of them in the West.
You cannot. You cannot get a hold of them. Apparently, they are just.
Shit.
Apparently, they are hyper trash. So only 1 and 4 made it to the West.
Jeez.
Is this the one where it's like when you go to shoot, you actually aim manually?
Yes. It's a tactics game until you go to move and shoot. Then it becomes a first person game.
That gimmick is so cool. Fuck.
It's dope.
Cool
I don't know why it's not in more games, and I want to play it.
Good game.
Like, imagine XCOM with that system. You don't have that stupid fucking 98% hit chance that always misses.
I've added so many fucking games during this.
All according to plan.
I also added floppy nights, which we didn't talk about, but I know we're all into it.
Oh, yeah. If it didn't have a card system, I'd be into it.
Between V-Rising, Soundfall, and Floppy Nights, I actually got several indies that I'm playing.
Oh,
I
yeah.
want to play Soundfall, too.
Soundfall look good, too. One of the other ones that, again, this is related to the Valkyria Chronicles thing, because when I was looking at it, I was like, oh, yeah, they have the whole, like, racist undertones and stuff. And then it made me thinking about other games I had played that had sort of that stuff built into it. Well, like, being against racism. They're never like, yay, racism, but...
Oh, good.
Well, usually not yay, racism, but there's...
let's not say always.
Yeah, let's not say always. But there is a PS2 game that I love. I think I talked about at one point that I'm thinking about replaying called Radiata Stories, where there's like humans and then like non-human races, and it's like a pretty long JRPG. Not pretty long, I think 30-40 hour JRPG. And you play as the main character, Jack Russell, also known as Jack Russell Terrier.
Jack
I was gonna say,
but it's this weird... It is a very weird combat system. It's like real-time combat, but there's like linking, and it's like sort of isometric. It's a weird combat system. I cannot actually explain it with words. I'd have to actually... But it's a cool... JRPG where like
explain it with words.
I just can't. It's one of those things you have to see. There's like linking, there's like magic, but sort of it has a lot of recruitment is like a huge thing. There's like 100-something characters to recruit that all have their own schedule in the world. Yeah,
I think hidden gems.
I think it was the hidden gems. But thinking about it, like that game has a hard cut. Like at one point where it's like, hey, do you want to join the non-humans and fight against racism from the outside, or do you want to stay with the humans and fight against racism from the inside? And that's what made
good options
in the Valkyria Chronicles realm of like, hey, racism sucks, so let's fight against that.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah! Someone else in the chat, Radio Story is one of the favorite PS2 games. Hell yeah!
I pulled up a clip of it, and the combat was just the main character going, yeah.
Oh like, yeah, that is annoying.
Is that you?
That is annoying.
Link, what are you doing here?
I mean, you do get like different weapons too, and you level up skills with the different weapons as you play with them too, which is pretty dope.
I like some FF12 shit.
I haven't played FF12, so.
All right, we'll carry on.
But I mean, some of the old Final Fantasies have a weapon level.
Yeah.
So it's not that different from that, except it's skills instead of just like how much damage you do.
Is Radiata Stories better than Dragon Quest Rocket Slime because they both came out in 2005?
God damn it!
This is the new metric. Is this game better than Rocket Slime?
No, specifically, is this game that came out in 2005 better than Dragon Quest Rocket Slime?
We should do a 2005 games tier list.
Put that one on the list. 2005 game tier list.
That's good.
We just continue that. What was it? Game of the Year, retroactive Game of the Year. Go all the way back, man. All the way back to the 90s. Go through 2005. See what we get.
Tennis for 2 was fucking shit.
Trying to think if there are any other ones I super.
All my homies hate Pong.
There's some other ones that are on PC that I just won't play because I have to work on my PC all day and I just don't want to stay on there. Like Disco Elysium is something I have wanted to play for so long, but that game's 40 hours and I just can't. I can't do it after work.
Will Crosby and I talked about that, where we both work from home a lot, and it's like sitting at this desk and like, oh boy, I want to play video games. Oh boy, I don't want to do it here.
Like literally, even if I just had a second desk next to this one, and I just shifted over 5 feet, like I'd probably play more PC games right now. But I'm just like, just can't do it. So like, I really want to play that. I have Spirit Fair, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have that on Steam that I really want to play, but it's like, that game's also kind of long. Like, if it's not a short PC game, I don't want to play.
12 hours. Maybe
it's like
shorter than that.
40. What do you? When I looked how long to beat on that, I think it was like 40 hours.
Really? Is that how long until we beat Spiritfarer? 20 hours, huh? Fuck me. 25, according to this guy. Are you gonna complete this bad boy? Are you gonna do everything? Because that's 40 fucking hours.
Oh, okay, it's 25, which is still too long for where I'm at.
Yeah, I agree.
It's a totally me thing. It's nothing.
Get it on,
nothing
get it on Switch, dude.
If I got on anything, I'd probably get it on
Play
PS5.
it on the toilet.
Probably get it on PS. No, toilet's for emulation time.
If I had a Steam Deck, you wouldn't believe what it.
Oh, Chris, same. I literally ordered a Steam Deck just for emulation at this point. Like that's all I wanted for.
Are they like available to order again, or are they still fucking backlogged?
I'm backlogged to sometime after Q3. So.
Oh, so when the D&D show comes out.
Yeah, basically sometime after Q3. I was Q2 and I got bumped back a quarter, which is that's not great.
Rough,
Yeah.
To the point where I've considered buying like one of the Android-based handhelds that just run like RetroArch. I've considered just buying one of them.
Somebody I know, maybe Will, owns one of those and has given like high praise for it. So
there's a bunch of them. Like there's so many. Like when Elise mentioned Metal Gear earlier, like I was also thinking about going back and replaying Metal Gear Solid for the first time in probably, when did that game come out? 98?
Yeah.
So when did I think I got Metal Gear in 90? So I haven't played Metal Gear 1 since I beat it the first time, which was almost 25 years ago.
You played Metal Gear before I was born.
Yes. I was thinking that in my head. I wasn't going to say it. I wasn't going to use those words. I wasn't going to use those words. But yes.
Damn.
So, like, I kind of want to... Should I have been playing that game back then? No, but my dad read Game Informer to find out what to buy me for Christmas and then bought me Metal Gear Solid because it was rated like 10 out of 10. Which, hey, thanks, Dad, but also probably shouldn't have been playing that, Dad. I was like 7 or 8.
I wanted to make sure you understood the military nuke complex as a kid.
Yeah.
The touchstone with our nuclear war.
And I never played 2, so I was like, I kind of want to go back and play 1, and then I want to play 2, and then play 3 again. Because I've only played the odd number Metal Gears. It's a weird thing. It wasn't intentional.
At least you got 3. Like that's
I played 1, skipped 2, played 3, and then played 5. I didn't play 4 because I didn't have a PS3. That's why I didn't play 4.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I just skipped the even numbers. So I kind of want to go back and do that, but also we might do that for content at some point. So I'm like, maybe I shouldn't go.
Have you played Revengeance?
I have not played Revenge.
I
don't even know who the fuck the character in Revengeance is, like the main guy. Yeah, because I haven't played.
You didn't play 2.
I didn't play 2 or 4, so I don't know who the fuck Raiden is.
Isn't Vengeance the one like a hack and slash?
Yeah, it's a platinum game. It's a platinum game. But yeah, so like I literally have skipped only the games that have that character, so I'm like, I know his name's Raiden, but I don't know who the fuck this guy is.
That's so funny. You don't know. You literally don't know Jack. It's funny that people let him play that game only.
Yep.
So yeah, like maybe I'll. I feel like I should probably play at least 2 before playing Revengeance. Because I feel like having Revengeance be my first like exposure to Raiden is probably doing a disservice to the character.
I mean,
I know.
I feel like yes and no actually. Like Revengeance is so like disconnected from the rest of the game that you almost can just go right into Revengeance.
Okay, maybe
You absolutely can.
You know, I mean, it's not like spoiler, but it's after the whole Snake saga.
Yeah,
it has fuck all to do with the main story.
Isn't Revengeance like the last boss is basically like buff, not redheaded Trump? Isn't that like the last boss?
He does literally say "Make America Great Again."
Yeah,
I'd say he's more like Nixon.
Yeah,
okay.
He's more like Nixon.
Okay.
He wants to start a bunch of wars so that America basically goes back to the Stone Age where every man is an individual.
Jesus.
Look, he's a Metal Gear protagonist. Nobody said his fucking big villain reason was gonna be good.
He also played football in high school.
He did. It's true. He was all state over the fuck he said.
I mean, I could look. I've seen screenshots of the guy. I know he played football in high school. You didn't need to tell me that.
Nano machine, son.
Didn't need to tell me that. I can just look at that guy and be like, this motherfucker played football in high school. He probably played in college. He probably has a high school ring that he still wears.
There's an amazing part, like probably 30 seconds after he's talking about playing football in high school, where he does like a I don't know what it's called, when you kick the football.
Punt.
It's either punt or field goal.
Field goal.
There we go.
He does like a field goal kick with Raiden as the ball. Raiden hits like the wall, and then from nowhere is like crowd cheering noises.
God, that's amazing. Okay, you know what? I kind of want to play this now.
It is a goofy ass game.
It's the goofiest game I've ever played.
Hey,
is it? Hang on.
It also has a one very racist joke about Mexico in it for no fucking reason.
True.
Oh, is this not on PS4?
Is it not?
It's on PC.
Yeah, but we're back to the whole I don't want to be at my desk thing. Oh yeah, it's PS3, 360, Windows, Mac OS, and Nvidia Shield TV.
Halucha, goddamn.
Was it a PS4 game? Wow, it's an older game than I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah. Halucha, goddamn it.
When's the last Metal Gear game come out?
2015.
2015, yeah.
2015 with Metal Gear MGS5.
Was that Phantom Pain?
Yes.
It was.
Okay.
Well,
I mean,
Survive.
I was gonna say technically you can count Survive, but we don't.
Yeah, I was gonna say Survive came out in 2018.
Yeah, fuck that game. Sucker up a neck in our chat. I'm Mexican and I love that joke.
Then I'm just gonna fucking say it for content. Yeah, in order to go undercover in Mexico, Raiden, a robot man, the only thing he does to change his appearance is put on a big sombrero and a poncho. He doesn't even cover up his fucking legs.
You can get that like as an outfit to play in.
Yes.
And it's like the description is like he bought it from a souvenir shop in an ill-advised bid to blend in with the locals.
god. Oh my god.
That's kind of awesome. And kind of really, and kind of
It's like a
racist.
mariachi shit.
Alicia and I wore that outfit on Cinco de Mayo.
including no pants.
Oh my god, I love our community. Y'all
As long as I've got a
fucking
poncho and a
best.
sombrero, I can blend in anywhere in Mexico.
Jesus Christ.
Facts are facts, America, and by America I mean Mexico.
Oh god. Prij, did you have any other games? I know we said circle back. I don't know if we did or not.
I mentioned that I'm playing some indies. I'll probably either play Tales of Arise again on a harder difficulty, or I recently got Tales of Vesperia Deluxe Edition for like $5, and I haven't played Vesperia in a long time.
Okay, I was gonna ask if you played it before.
I played it before, yeah.
Girl?
It was I played it with my brother, when it came out back in the day on like the 360 or something. It's a really good Tales game, but it's been such a long time, and I know the Deluxe Edition has a new playable character in it as well. So
Oh yeah, it's got the pirate girl.
Yeah, so I will probably either replay Tales of Arise or play that. I could also give Scarlet Nexus another try.
Yeah. That game's great.
Did you not get far in that one before bouncing off?
Yeah, I got probably between 5 and 8 hours. It wasn't bad, it just was not clicking with me at the time.
That's fair. I would say give it another go because I really like that game, and I know David did too.
Yeah, the character designs are cool. The way you use your teammates' powers is cool, and I like the fucking weird monster designs.
I was kind of hoping they took that character using system into the Tales game, to be honest. I was a little sad when they didn't.
That's the Tales dev?
Yeah, it's literally a old Tales director went and made Scarlet Nexus because he was kind of tired of doing Tales.
Understandable.
Yeah. It's not Tails' team though.
No, it's still Bandai Namco. But
Right.
different team.
Is it the Code Vein team?
I think it is the Code Vein team.
Is it really? I was joking. I thought I got fired.
It might be.
I'll probably do a more real time JRPG because obviously Persona is a turn based one. So I'll probably if I have the time for it, I will fit it. But if I have the time for before Xenoblade 3, I'll fit in another more real time JRPG.
I guess I will shout out real quick a couple games that are coming out that I might actually play. One being The Quarry comes out on June 10th.
Don't know it.
Okay.
It's The Quarry. It's Supermassive's new game.
Oh, okay.
The new Until Dawn that has like the
right. The one that's more.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That is
looks
on my list, actually.
That looks kind of cool. I'd be shocked if at least one of us and Zach didn't play. Honestly, I would be pretty.
I'm definitely
surprised.
gonna buy it and play it.
Yeah, I mean that was
we played House of Ashes.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was me, you, and Zach who did House of Ashes. I mean, I'd absolutely be down to do that on stream.
The Horror Boys Rising. What's that one guy's name who we tried to kill? Wayland or what the fuck was his name?
What was his name?
Wayland Yutani?
Yeah, Wayland Yutani Tech.
Oh shit! Who did we hate? Oh, who did we hate in House of Ashes?
Oh,
He made it into the thumbnail.
Yeah, Merwin.
Yes, Merwin.
All my homies
Fuck
hate
Merwin.
All my homies hate Merwin.
We killed Merwin, and chat was like, "Wait, you don't have Merwin? Oh." Surviving is gonna be difficult.
That guy was adamant on bringing white phosphorus on our mission. No, we don't like Merwin. We wanted to kill that fucker.
Oh my god! One game I'm kind of surprised you didn't mention, Prij, is coming out next month. Is the Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes game?
Look, I like Musu games, but like.
You just you like Three Houses so much. I thought that'd be an instant sell for you.
Yeah, no. Unless I'm really bored, I'm not gonna spend $60 on a Musu game. It hurts too much to do that.
Yeah. And then the last,
I'll read a plot synopsis in case it does anything cool, but I don't like spending $60.
I'll probably only read a plot synopsis if there is another related game that comes out.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, if this is supposed to be like some bridge for like, I don't know, 3 houses 2, 3 houses squared, 9 houses or whatever, I don't fucking know. Yeah, unless it's a setup for something, though, I probably am just gonna skip it.
358 houses over 2.
350 houses over 2, exactly. There's just so many houses. just an obscene amount of houses at this point.
It also confirmed Scarlet Nexus is the same team as Code Vein and God Eater.
Oh.
Although I thought Code Vein was just okay. I think they really learned a lot between Code Vein and Scarlet Nexus. Like,
I thought Code Vein did terribly.
I think it did okay.
It did okay.
Oh, okay.
It was a mediocre Souls-like.
I've been wrong before. I'm wrong again.
I feel like it was most criticized for being a Souls game, but not being like good enough. But like,
Yeah.
a lot of the character designs and like environments were cool, which they just carried over into Scarlet Nexus.
And Code Vein, Code Vein is like a sidequel to the God Eater franchise, which is
I didn't know that.
version. Yeah, it's like spoilers, but revealed at the end of the game that they take place in the same universe.
Oh.
And God Eater is a mediocre version of Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
But I think Scarlet Nexus is like one of the best games I played last year. I think I had it on my...
It was. I think it was on both of our top 10.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I just thought something. Screw it. You know what I actually will do if I'm desperate for a game? I'll hope that Monster Hunter Rise goes on sale and buy it on break.
Oh, yeah.
When's that thing coming to PC already?
I think Sunbreak is supposed to come out at the same time as on both.
Yeah, I think Rise is already out on PC.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It
That's another thing I can do if I'm bored and need something to play.
Last two games coming. Last two games coming, and then we'll close out. Cuphead Delicious Last Course comes out at the end of next month. So might play that one, and then this is probably just for me, but Live Alive or Live Alive.
Holich mentioned it in chat.
Alive. Oh, I didn't even have chat open. I had my spreadsheet open. But that looks cool. It's got the HD 2D thing, and it's a cool JRPG that never released. So it'll be dope.
Yeah, that's another one I have to keep my eye on.
That's one where I'm gonna wait and see what people say about it too.
Yeah, exactly.
Who's making that? That's not the HD2D like team, is it? Is it a different team using the same tech? What's
no, HD2D is just the engine.
Yeah, I think it's just a new team using the same tech. Also, Prij, Monster Hunter Rise is currently on its historical lowest sale. If you will buy from GameBillet, which is like a trusted site, but is not Steam.
What's it at right now?
$30.70 Canadian.
Eh.
It's like 60% off.
I guess they haven't lowered the.
Good to know. Thanks for letting me know that.
Yeah.
Folks. Unless anyone has anything else, I think it's time to close it out.
Yeah, folks, I think so.
We learned a lot tonight.
We learned a lot.
I think we all grew as people from this.
Yeah.
Our backlogs probably grew from listening to each other.
Yeah, sure fuck did.
Dark Souls is good.
Shut up. We did not learn anything.
We didn't learn that.
I learned less.
We learned Prij can tolerate Bloodborne. That's about all we learned on that.
I've learned that some of the worst aspects of Dark Souls at least don't exist in Bloodborne, and I appreciate that.
God bless us, everyone.
There weren't nearly as many enemies slicing me through walls or clipping through walls and killing me.
Yeah.
And disastrous camera angles.
Yeah, that game still has a few.
Yes, a few, yes. But again, distinctly better.
Yes.
Folks, thank you for tuning in. This has been another fun episode. It's been fun talking about this stuff. If you like what we have been doing, check us out on Patreon, patreon.com/SaveDataTeam. Buy some merch if you want. We got the Pride mugs coming if they're not already up. I think they're already up because I think Kalucha ordered. So, those are up on the store. We'll be there for probably forever. Check Etsy.com/store/shop. /SaveDataTeam, whichever it is. I'm doing a bad job right now.
It's in the Discord. The link's in the Discord.
It's one of those two. Check out the Discord. Shop. Etsy.com/shop/SaveData. And yeah, become one of our beautiful patrons. Get put in the Patreon wrap at the beginning. Our OnlyFans. Still happy I made that chat command. Thanks for watching, folks in the U.S. Have a happy Memorial Day. Enjoy, hopefully, your day off, or at least your day of getting paid more if you do have to work. And folks in the rest of the world, just enjoy your weekend. We'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Next week for the predictions for Summer Games Fest. Be fun. Sans Chris. Maybe we'll do it on Thursday. Maybe that'll happen. We'll see.
Dang that.
We'll figure out the schedule next week, but we will be doing Summer Game Fest predictions next. It'll be a fun time. They're always fun. Maybe we'll make a pizza bet and Prij another pizza.
Yay!
Pizzas for Prij.
Pizzas for Prij season 3.
Yay!
All right, see y'all.
Bye. Ding ding ding.